drop, ayy, hit the floor. Now they wanna know me since I hit the top, ayy. This a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop.
Hey guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me. Today I'm going to be creating an eye look with the Dark Magic palette from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault. I know you guys wanted to see some more tutorial slash get ready with me's using the Vault collection, and I wanted to do something using the Dark Magic palette because I feel like a lot of people have really been having problems with this one. I'll also be using a few different new makeup releases as well, stuff that I talked about in the new makeup releases favorites and fails for August, but mostly it's just going to be me chatting with you guys, putting on some makeup, talking about what's going on in the beauty community, just life updates and makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. It's kind of an all over the place video, but I had a lot of fun filming it. And if you want to see how I created this look here, let's get right into it. We're just going to begin barefaced. If you want to skip ahead to just the eye part, because I know that's probably what most of you guys are here for, you can go ahead and skip, but please don't do that because that would make me kind of sad. But I'm not going to skip the base part just because I know a lot of people love seeing that when I do get ready with me, and also I just want to chat with you guys. So I'm going to start off with my TATCHA Silk Canvas Primer. I don't really have anything new to show you guys on camera, so just going to go with what I know. That rhymed. Wow. So I'm just rubbing this into my pores. This primer is so good for my skin, and I've been trying to use stuff that's a little bit gentler on my skin, especially lately because my semester just started and I don't think I've been this stressed in a long time. Like, I thought last year was rough. Last year, stressful as it was for me, I was like on top of everything and I was so organized. I felt like I was in a really, really good place, and the level of organization that I thought I was at last year just isn't enough to handle the workload that I have this year. So I've been really, really stressed the past 3 weeks. I haven't been as consistent with uploads as I would like to have been. I haven't been responding to as many comments as I would like to. I haven't even been doing makeup on a daily basis. And that's when you know something's wrong in my life. But I'm just trying to roll with the punches, get a little bit stronger, get everything together. And I feel like if I play my cards right, I can make this my year. So I'm trying to keep a good mindset, keep everything in perspective, and yeah. I don't really have a new foundation either. I put up a poll and asked you guys to choose what foundation I should use, and almost unanimously everyone said to use the Hourglass Vanish stick, so that's what I'm using today. This is an oldie but a goodie, so I was kind of surprised that you guys want to see this one, but I love this, so I'm not complaining. By the way, I'm in the shade Bisque. And I'm gonna use my Clarisonic to blend it out. Yeah, that is just kind of where I'm at in my personal life. I will definitely try a lot harder to get more content up. I don't want it to be like me uploading 4 videos a month. I feel like that's lazy even for me. So, as I was creating so much content and having so much fun this summer, I don't want to let you guys down. So, but you know what? It's nothing that I can't handle. I'm made for this. I'm strong enough to handle this, and you guys have been very supportive, so I thank you for that. God, I love how the Hourglass foundation looks. Now for the first new release of the video, I'm going to use the First Aid Beauty AVOCADO concealers. I've talked about these I think 2 times on my channel, but I wanted to use them on camera so you guys could see. I also want to use the KONA eye stick. This is like a depuffing eye stick gel thing. I've been using this quite often because I'm really tired. That's another thing. I haven't been getting a ton of sleep lately, which is really kind of just throwing me off in terms of my mood. Working on that as well. So for concealer, I'm going to go in first with the shade 2. I believe this one is the fair shade. Then I'm going to add on a little bit of 1. This is just going to be like the highlighting shade. I think it's like Porcelain. This is the lightest shade they have, and it's not that light. So yeah, that's another fault I have with the shade range, is they don't go light enough and they definitely do not go dark enough. And then to blend it out, I've been using these little baby like beauty blenders from Sephora. These are so, so cute. And they're actually, they didn't really seem convenient when I first used them, but they're actually very, very nice for getting right into the under eyes. So these are pretty cute and pretty functional. Even though it's more of like a medium coverage, bendy, more natural makeup look concealer, and it's not like super, super full coverage and very matte, I still feel like this is a concealer that I can go without setting for a little bit, or I can wait and I don't have to set it immediately after putting it on. So that's really fun. I'm gonna go ahead and contour with the AOA Studio Sculpt FX contour sticks. I wanna use this one on camera. It's a relatively new release. I think it came out in July. But I wanna use this one on camera because I reviewed it and then I never talked about it again. So I don't want you guys to think that like, I don't actually love it, because I have been using this behind the scenes, so I'll use it today on camera. This thing is tiny, but then again, it is only $1, so I guess the price is justified, but yeah, it's really, really small, like KKW Beauty small. I'm just gonna blend it out with my e.l.f. cream contour brush. You know what, I could use my Clarisonic for this, but it's okay. So I wanted to kind of get back to basics and just do like a get ready with me today. Just chat with you guys amidst this shitstorm that is the beauty community right now. It makes me really sad to see like what's going on, and I'm not gonna talk about it too much right now because I don't want to add in anything into the fire. I think there's definitely enough information and people's 2 cents going around already. The whole thing I want to take away from this situation though is trust, and I hope you guys trust me. In fact, I'm gonna put a poll in the cards right now. And I'm just gonna ask you guys straight up, do you guys trust my reviews? Do you guys trust my opinions? Do you guys trust me as a beauty influencer, as a channel that you watch? I just wanna know. I mean, I would hope the answer would be yes. That's always something that I've been scared about is, do these people think I'm being honest? In fact, with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill review video, I said I liked the palettes. I said that overall, I liked the collection, and I got some hate for that. Morphe doesn't actually know who I am, and if I was trying to make money from that review, I would have made it a bad review because that gets clicks. I'm just gonna go in with the Laura Mercier powder because this is a pretty dewy foundation and I don't wanna be super oily throughout the day. Oh shoot, I'm using cream bronzer today. Abort, abort, abort. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going at that point. Sometimes I just start talking and hope that by the end of my talking that something will make sense. Usually doesn't happen. I'm using the Milk Makeup Bronzer, by the way. I'm sorry, this video is like all over the place. But yeah, I'm hoping that the beauty community can kind of fix itself because I love doing what I do here. Even though it is not my full-time job, even though sometimes it can be stressful, I love doing it. I love doing it for myself, for the creative outlet that it gives me. I love interacting with you guys. I love watching myself grow, and I love watching myself learn. So, and as I grow, I'm sure that I will get opportunities to do certain things. I've been in social media for years. I was a blogger before I did YouTube, and I did that for like 4 years. I had some opportunities to do some not so great things. I had companies like Shein straight up asking me to like leave positive reviews in exchange for money, and I never did that because morals. So yeah, I don't know if any of that made sense. I kind of just rambled on my thoughts, and I know I said I wasn't gonna give my thoughts, but that's all I really want to say is like, I hope that you guys won't let a few bad apples in a barrel spoil the entire bunch. LOL, now I can go ahead and set with powder. I kind of like this chattier style of get ready with me. It kind of feels like I'm just talking to a bunch of friends through the camera while I do my actual face. I'll start talking about the actual products when I get to the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, but for now, you've seen most of these products on camera and you know how I love these ones, so I'm just gonna kind of go in with my favorites and chat with you guys. I'm using the BURT'S Toasted Cinnamon Blush, my fave. I don't really have any travel planned for the next couple months. I'm going to Massachusetts in October for like a weekend, but that's literally it. Just in general, I'm trying to work hard, get my life together, get my schedule coordinated somewhat to the best of my ability. I've started writing my second book. Haven't really said that out loud before, so that's something, and I'm hoping to have that out maybe like March of 2019. And yeah, the biggest thing I've accomplished lately is finishing Black Mirror in like 5 days. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm gonna use the Dark Magic palette. I wanted to go for this one just because I know this is the one that everyone's been having problems with, and I wanted to use it on camera. So I'm just gonna use my regular Urban Decay Primer Potion. Oh, I didn't even do my brows. We'll figure it out later. So here's the Dark Magic palette. I'm thinking I want to go for a green look just to kind of solidify the weird grungy kind of 90s baby look that I've got going on today. So I think we're gonna do that. I want to use the shade Potion because this is the one that Jaclyn swatched in her recent video. In my review video, I swatched these and you guys could see dark shades, dark matte shades in particular, just don't really swatch the greatest, but they can perform very well in the eyes. So I'm gonna do that today. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna use the shade Potion using my AOA Studio E127. It's just like a fluffy blending brush, and this is gonna go up in the crease. This is what the brush looks like. So I'm just kind of diffusing it up into the crease. As you can see, I'm taking it pretty high. I just wanna have a dramatic eye look today. That's what I'm into, but you can obviously take it lower if you wanna replicate this look. Or, I don't know, you just do you, man. This immediately looks very dramatic just because I put a pretty dark shade up in the crease, but yeah, it's gonna be a dark eye look. That's just what I'm into, apparently. I look so weird. I just did one eye off camera as usual, so I would know what I'm doing on this eye, but we're gonna recreate this look onto this eye, and hopefully it'll turn out well. So that is what it should be looking like so far. As you can see, it blended out pretty easily, and I feel like it diffused very nicely onto the lid. Something that I found working with these shadows a bit more is that I really like how they perform when I let my eyelid primer dry a little bit. So I'll go in and prime my eyelids. I don't set them usually, especially if I'm doing something with more pigmented eyeshadows, but I'll let it just dry a little bit so it's not super tacky, and then I'll go in with the shadows. So that takes about 2 minutes just to let everything dry down, and then everything blends out very easily, nothing sticks and nothing gets patchy. So definitely try that if you're finding that your eyeshadow looks kind of patchy every time. Maybe hold off on applying the eyeshadows for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then see if everything blends out better after that. With this dark green shade, I'm stamping it first on the outer corner and then just kind of blending it out very lightly. Obviously, I'm using a more dense brush. This is the Glamour Dolls number 10. With this shadow, I'm stamping it on first and then blending it out after. I'm so obsessed with this eye look though. The whole color scheme kind of looks like something from the Melt Gemini palette or something like that. I just love playing with darker greens, and I feel like this is such a beautiful fall appropriate color scheme. I'm gonna go back into that blending brush. I'm not applying any new product, just going in with what I have left and diffusing that darker green right into the lighter olive green. I'm gonna take some concealer and then I'm gonna cut the crease, and I'm just going to stamp it on in a nice half moon cut crease. So I've got the crease semi-cut, and now I'm going to take the shade here called Poof. This is just like a matte bone cream shade, and I'm going to stamp it on top of the wet concealer. Going back into Inside Job and just taking that on that same dense brush, I'm going to kind of meld the matte bone shade and then the matte green shade together, just to kind of diffuse the outer edge of the cut crease. And then this is my favorite part on the Morphe Y22 brush, which is just a small kind of bullet packing brush. I'm gonna go into the shade here called Potion, and just right between the matte bone and the matte dark green, I'm gonna pat this matte olive shade. And now, we gonna get glittery with it. Taking some of my favorite e.l.f. glitter glue, and I'm gonna do some gold glitter right in the inner corner. You guys saw on the other eye basically what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of the matte bone shade open so you kind of see a gradient from gold glitter to matte bone to olive green to dark green. Just taking the glitter glue, patting it where I wanna put my glitter. And now I'm just taking some gold micro glitter and we're going to apply it onto the inner corner. And then my trick for grabbing any glitter that fell onto my face is I take a little bit of tape and just lightly pick everything up. Now I'm going to take the shade Inside Job and just smudge this right onto the lower lash line, very, very close. And then finally taking my Y22, going back into the shade Potion and just smoking everything on the lower lash line out. Okay, that is the eyeshadow. Now I'm just gonna do the mascara. I'm using the Hourglass Caution Mascara. I feel like, again, I want to use this one on camera so you guys can see how it looks on the lashes, but this one is really, really pretty. I'm gonna show you guys a before and after of my lashes when I apply this one. But of course, mascara is not enough for me. I've got to use lashes. So today I'm going to be using the Morphe lashes in the style Heartbreaker. These are really fun. They're a very dramatic tapered lash, so I feel like they look very nice with anything that has nice crease work because you can see what you did in the lid and you're not really covering it up, but you're still getting a very nice dramatic, full, like fluffy effect. So I like these ones a lot. For eyebrows, I'm using the Il Makiage Brow Effector Longwear Eyebrow Gel. This is like a gel liner, kind of, for your eyebrows. As cool as it is, because it is a brow gel, it does keep your brows in place all day long. It's also very easy to mess up with. I feel like this is basically the equivalent of like a liquid pomade. I'm kind of going for like a fluffier brow look today, just barely defining them a little bit where I don't really have enough hair. But I'm kind of letting my natural fluffy hairs show through because I feel like my brows are a pretty decent shape already. They just need a little bit of filling in the tail because I don't have a ton of hair back there. So I love this kind of more natural, less Instagram brow look thing going on right now. But I think it's nice to be able to embrace your kind of natural eyebrow hairs and it's definitely gonna save me time in the morning if I'm doing less intense brows every day, so I like it. For highlight today, I wanted to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit. This is relatively new, and I feel like not a lot of people have been talking about this and or liking it, so I'm gonna use the shade here called Magic, which is kind of a green-pink duochrome shift. I know that sounds super weird, but it's really pretty. I've been using these with brushes. They can be a little bit harder to pick up because they're such a unique formula. Truly the best way I've found to get the nicest amount of shine without getting a ton of glitter on your cheekbones is actually just using it with a finger. So I get that not everyone wants to do that, and honestly I would prefer to use a brush with these, but they do work best with fingers, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to kind of dip into the Magic shade and then just slowly work it into my cheekbone. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that pink duochrome shift on camera, but it's super, super blinding. And then the more I work it into my cheekbone, the less glittery it gets and the more blinding it gets. Just gonna take a brush and lightly diffuse on the outer edges as well, just to kind of blend it better into my cheekbone. I love that because you can't really see anything in the front and then you turn your cheekbone. It's so pretty. Alright, so we're in the home stretch. I'm just going to finish it off with the Eau Frère liquid lipstick in the shade Las Olas. Have I mentioned how much I love this new packaging? Yeah, probably, many times, but I like the new packaging. Alright, so that is the completed look. I feel like it looks pretty nice. I really like how the eye look turned out. I love this green glittery moment. So that was my get ready with me, just kind of chatting with you guys about life, using the Dark Magic palette, and then anything else that I felt like using on my face today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed down below, and also make sure you're following me on Instagram. Please, please, please make sure you're not trying to follow me on my personal account. I will decline you, and I've had people asking me like, hey, why did you decline me on Instagram? My Instagram account is @JuliaCMazzucato. Any other account that you follow is either not me or it's my private account. So please make sure you're following the right account. Comment down below, let me know if you're gonna try out any of these products. Let me know if you have thoughts on any of these, if you have any recommendations for me that you'd like to see me try out in the month of September, because I'm looking for some new products to include in my September new makeup releases, favorites, and fails. So please let me know. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I love you. Seriously, I really do. Bye.